Uh, Dear friends, very good afternoon to all of you. In fact, some of my friends who are working in the higher education department, either in the capacity of principal or as faculty members in different colleges of higher education department, they time and again were in contact with me and asking me that I should invariably talk about IQAC and many other issues regarding higher education. And at the behest of some of my friends who requested me to talk on IQAC, that what is the need for IQAC in general, and particularly the need for IQAC for the newly established colleges, which we call as baby college, because there is a confusion. In the Naac website, you will find it is written that Naac has made it mandatory to have IQAC cells in all the colleges and universities as a post-accreditation measure. So many of my friends are calling that should they establish IQAC? Can they establish IQAC? Or they will be establishing IQAC after the first cycle of accreditation and assessment of their colleges. So let me make you very clear that establishment of IQAC, even on the very first day when a college starts or a university starts, will be a proactive step on the part of the college management. So there is no harm, rather it's an added advantage, added privilege, rather it's a proactive step on the part of the college administration. If you take your first step towards guaranteeing, assuring quality education to the students. My friends, IQAC is considered as a watchdog, as a cell which remains vigilant about academic, co-curricular and extracurricular activities of the college to ensure that the students studying in the colleges, they get quality education. When it comes to the quality has always been a matter of concern for all of us, right from the beginning. We ask for quality infrastructure, we ask for quality healthcare, quality services, quality products. We ask for quality human resources. We need quality doctors, quality engineers, quality professors, quality teachers, quality administrators, meaningful. And then quality education. Unless and until we give quality education, of course, at the school level also, but my concern today will be to talk about the quality education in the colleges and the universities. And producing quality human resources, graduates, postgraduates, engineering graduates, medical graduates, agricultural graduates, and in other disciplines. It's really a matter of serious concern for all of us, because ultimately the quality of all kinds of the administrative services or variety of services in economy in a country depends on the quality of education ensured to the students who come out of the colleges and universities. I would like to take you a little bit back. Before 1991, when Naac was created, National Assessment and Accreditation Council with its head office at Bengaluru was created. The main concern of the government of India was expansion of the colleges and universities. More and more colleges were to be established in all parts of the country. More and more universities were to be established. Many unserved areas were to be served through quality, through establishment of various colleges. And the expansion of the colleges and universities, it went on. It went on after we got independence. And to serve to such a huge population, particularly to the backward areas, many colleges and universities were opened up, both by the government as well as by the private sector, in order to impart education to the people, to the students of our country. But over the years, it was felt that very little concern was shown for the quality perspective. Quality was not made an important issue before 1994. And then it was in 1994 that Naac was established as an autonomous institution of UGC with its headquarters at Bengaluru. I have already pointed out. Naac accreditation and assessment basically helps higher learning institutions, higher education institutions to know about their strengths, weaknesses, challenges, opportunities through an informed review process. It's a voluntary exercise which all institutions take. Naac has formulated a format, a system, a structured system in which all colleges and universities can take the opportunity of assessing themselves voluntarily on the basis of a methodology and can do self-assessment. Where do they stand? How much they have progressed? So the mandate of Naac is in making quality assurance an integral part of the functioning of higher education institutions. Well, I take it my privilege to deliberate on the need for the establishment of IQAC in the colleges, particularly in the newly established colleges, and the role of IQAC in quality enhancement of higher education. Naac is mandated, as I already told you, to impart quality, affordable, and relevant higher education to the students. Accordingly, Naac has made it mandatory to establish IQAC by all the colleges and universities constituted under certain norms which have been outlined by the Naac. The main function of IQAC is to develop a mechanism that can ensure continuous and catalytic improvement in execution of education institutions. Every college and university must have a functional and proactive IQAC for enhancing the quality education and making education meaningful and relevant to address the needs and aspirations of the students of the country. While I am time and again talking about making arrangements for the establishment of a functional and proactive IQAC, because it has been seen that IQACs have become a ritual for most of the institutions. You will find every college and university has IQAC, but unfortunately, in most of the colleges, I don't say about universities, but in most of the colleges, IQACs are not functional. As a matter of ritual, as a matter of custom, they have. And then because it's mandatory, sometimes even governments, departments of higher education at the state level also make it a condition for the colleges that they will not be given their due grants unless they have an IQAC, and a proof of constituting IQAC has to be given to the government also and to the Naac also. And this becomes a ritual, a custom. But IQAC has to be functional and proactive. What do you mean by a proactive and functional IQAC? A functional and proactive IQAC is one which translates the vision and mission of an institution. Every institution has a vision and mission document, and it needs to be translated. IQAC when it becomes proactive and result-oriented, it can do a lot of quality initiatives in the college or in the university. If IQAC becomes non-functional, the educational institutions cannot grow. You cannot expect incremental improvements in the working of the educational institutions without the IQAC. Let me talk about my own experiences. I must have visited more than 55 colleges in the whole of the country. And after going through this Naac assessment and accreditation visits, I found that colleges which have been awarded, universities which have been awarded high CGPA or higher grades are those which have active work culture in their IQAC. Their IQACs are working throughout the year. What is the work culture of IQAC? It is to plan, supervise, monitor, and evaluate various initiatives taken by the institution. IQACs of such institutions, they plan activities in order to achieve results and continuously monitor, evaluate targets laid down. This really becomes of paramount importance that IQACs must work, must have the targets, and in order to achieve their targets, the IQACs plan, monitor, evaluate, supervise the working of the institution from time to time. IQAC is a cell created in every institution to act as a think tank. It's a think tank. Its job is to think, plan, motivate, monitor, evaluate, and notice the incremental changes which occur in the institution and prepare a roadmap for the holistic development of the students. IQAC plans various student-centric activities. What are student-centric activities? Student-centric activities are those activities which ensure students' well-being, students' career, students' academic achievement, students' personal growth, students' personality development, and students' results. Well, my friends, whenever students come to you in the colleges and universities, they come with very high expectations. And it's the duty, moral duty of the institution to ensure that faith with which they come, they should retain that faith. The credibility of the institution must be intact. And it's possible only when the college, university guarantees quality education to the children, in which the IQAC plays a very important role. In fact, I have already told you that Naac has made it mandatory for all institutions to establish IQAC as a post-accreditation measure for quality enhancement. But it will be a proactive step if newly established colleges also initiate this process. Because that's why I told you in the beginning, there is a confusion. Some people believe that IQACs will be established only when they will be preparing for their Naac visit, when they qualify for Naac accreditation. But it's not the case. Establishment of IQAC is a major initiative in pushing long-term quality standards. Long-term quality standards. It's an administrative body that is responsible for all quality concerns, and it is the prime responsibility of IQAC. What for IQAC is established? What is the prime responsibility of IQAC? It is to initiate, to think, to initiate, to plan, to supervise, to monitor, to evaluate various activities that are necessary to increase the quality of education imparted in an institution. IQAC has a structured process of evaluation and monitoring. IQAC, a functional IQAC is one which internalizes the spirit of quality culture among all the stakeholders. The quality culture must be religiously followed in an institution. Whenever I tell you out of my own experience that in some of the colleges when we go on our Naac visits, our first interaction is with the principal. And we ask the principal one question: what is the mission and vision of your college? And he tries to find it out in the files or on the desktop. When we enter into IQAC room for interaction, we ask the coordinator and the team, what are your main objectives? What are you doing? What are your main activities? And they also try to look into the files. At the most, they offer us the view. None of them is able to speak. Nobody knows what are the various quality initiatives, what are the quality concerns shown by the institution. It should be on the tips. That's why I told you that IQAC must internalize the spirit of quality culture among all students, teachers, principal, parents, and the society as large must also know what are the initiatives being taken by the institution for ensuring quality education to the children. A functional IQAC can promote and determine quality activities and issues through various programs and activities such as seminars. What are the focus areas? IQAC must organize seminars, workshops, symposia, conferences, panel discussions, role-playing exercises, demonstrations, case studies, academic meetings, and any such kind of event or program for which stakeholders, for all the stakeholders of the institutions. Now, I'll spell out in brief, some of the objectives of IQAC. First objective of IQAC is to create cautious, continuous, and stimulated developmental system in the higher education system, higher education institutions. Cautious. We need to create. IQAC creates a cautious, a vigilant, a careful body which minutely observes the working of the institution, its academics, its co-curricular, its extracurricular activities, student support system, outreach programs, continuous basis, regular and stimulated. It stimulates the development vibes in the institution, stimulating, encouraging, promoting, motivating all the stakeholders. Number two, to facilitate affordable and relevant higher education for all the sections of society. It should make education inclusive, allow education to all the children belonging to all sections of society. Many children come to your colleges who are first generation learners. Some of the students are advanced learners. They come from good families, good backgrounds, very difficult to manage, slow learners as well as advanced learners. And you need to create a bridge course or separate classes for slower learners, and separate treatment needs to be given to the advanced learners because their expectations are much more higher than that of the other part of the students. Number three, exchanging research. Some teachers in your own college are conducting research. You have to share it with the rest of the colleges, rest of the universities, and whatever research is taking place in colleges or designing colleges, state level, national level colleges or international institutions, whatever research is taking place, you should share it with the children and exchange the research. And IQAC's one more job is to establish linkages, MOUs. IQACs must help the colleges to sign MOUs with the leading institutions within the vicinity of the area or even at the national international level. And fourth, to ensure relevance of academic courses. IQAC gives proper counseling. Which course, which subject, whether they should study political science or history. Let me tell you, the new education policy, which was announced only a few months back, is coming out with new challenges for colleges, particularly for the teachers and for the students, because now it's entirely a different pattern of study and proper counseling will be done. You know that in the new education policy, there's a provision of some, now all the stream-wise studies, they have been abolished. No science stream, no commerce stream, no art stream. Now, it's a mixture of, it's interdisciplinary studies approach. You'll be having chemistry as a major subject and political science as a minor subject and some add-on courses, some skill development courses, some languages also. So a multidisciplinary approach will be followed. Students will be requiring your expertise to help them. What should be their major subject? What is their career option? What they want to become? And what course of action they will follow? That will depend. That will be the exercise done by the IQAC and its members. IQAC also ensures the accountability of the educational institution, the credibility of the educational institutions. Those institutions which are well established and functional IQACs, result-oriented IQACs, who are meaningful IQACs, they will be better institutions. They will be sought after. You see, always when students at the time of admissions are trying to find some good colleges, they look on the websites of the higher education and see which are the A grade colleges, which are the A++ grade colleges. And the high merit students always desire to go to the A++ or A+ or A grade colleges. And the low performing colleges, they are the last and they are meant, only the leftover students seek admission. So, I advise you, my friends, that work hard, make your IQACs to work very hard so that you can be one of the topmost colleges in the locality which students are seeking for. One more objective of IQAC is to suggest innovative methods of teaching and learning. Variety of innovations now will be required. Classroom teaching, online teaching, experiential teaching, project teaching through projects, and variety of other methods, whatever are being followed by the topmost colleges of the country. You take those innovations and implement those innovations within your college, and this job again is assigned to the IQAC. One more very important job which has been assigned to the IQAC is to implement healthy practices. Healthy practices means the wonderful initiatives taken by some of the topmost colleges or the practices followed in teaching, learning, or in research, or in outreach programs. Variety of the healthy practices being followed by other colleges, topmost colleges. IQAC will make a list of those healthy practices and see that those healthy practices, because all good colleges, all excellent colleges are those which have got the excellent healthy practices. Mind it, please. Healthy practices. Right from the admission. For example, now you are a new college. You are giving admission to everybody, whosoever comes to your doorstep. Next 2 years after your IQAC works good and you improve your level, you may be asking for the children, come and appear for some written exam. Then 2-3 years afterwards, you can tell children, now come and we'll do the counseling, we'll conduct your interviews, and then we'll give you the admission. So, then last is dissemination of knowledge. A lot of knowledge is created in the institutions. Not only in your institution, but all the institutions of the country, even at the international level. Knowledge being created by the teachers, by the faculty, by the scientists, by the academicians in the country must percolate down to the children. Children should not be restricted, confined only to the books. Now our job is not only to the classrooms. Now our job is not only restricted to the 10 or 5 units of the syllabus. No, we have to come out of it. And whole of the worldly knowledge children want to gain. They want to be more informed. They want to be more knowledgeable. Because in the coming times, for various competitions in the job market, only those people will qualify who will be knowledgeable. And knowledge is not only given in the classrooms. They can be given through inviting people, having out of the classroom interactions, online interactions. My basic point is that whatever knowledge is generated in the college or in the adjoining institutions, both at national and international level, that knowledge must go. And all the new developments which are taking place in the field must go down to the children. They should be well informed. Now, I'll be talking about the functions of IQAC. The first function of IQAC is the development and application of quality benchmarks. Every educational institution must fix its benchmark. Benchmark means standard. Compare your standard with the leading oldest college of your city. See what are their results, what are their outcomes, and next time you improve your benchmark also. Your standard. Benchmarking means standard. IQAC has to create a framework, create a system where they improve, they show incremental improvements in the benchmarking. In the first year, they have a different benchmark with regard to the results, with regard to the admission process, with regard to the research, and with regard to other co-curricular activities. Next year, they will enlarge their benchmark, they will improve they will tag your benchmark at a higher level, and slowly and gradually you will go on improving and increasing your benchmark so that your results, your outcome of the higher education, it shows a better results, and it is of the level of international standard. So it has to be a slow movement from a low point, lower level, to the incremental higher levels. IQAC's second function is to conduct SWOT analysis. This is one of the most important duties of IQAC, that it takes note of strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and challenges of the college, and creates a system as to how to convert the weaknesses and the challenges into opportunities. The quantum of strengths has to go up. IQAC does an exercise through which institution is given a facility, an opportunity rather, to do self-introspection. Introspection of an institution is very important. The higher education institutions must know where are they improving, where they have failed. What are the challenges? Every day your challenges are going up. I just pointed you out that let new education policy come. My friends, you will find a lot of challenges, but at the same time, lot of opportunities. And you will be converting your challenges into opportunities, which will help you to improve the quality of higher education. IQAC must find its ways and means to convert challenges into opportunities. Third, facilitating the creation of learner-centric environment. I told you that the learner-centric environment must be conducive for quality education. There are two things which you should do. Number one, IQAC will create an environment which is learner-centric. For example, develops respectful relations and faith among teachers and learners. Proper mentoring of the students is to be done. IQAC can develop a culture in the college or in the university where each teacher is given the responsibility of mentoring 10-15 students who, apart from their academics, will be helping them in all other matters also. Because Teacher is the best friend, he is the best guide. And you can contribute a lot. Nowadays, there's a lot of stress among the students. You know it all, widely talked about topic. It's only the teacher who can reduce the stress of the child. Be a friend, be a guide, and be a philosopher, be a knowledgeable person. Only a knowledgeable person can be mentor of the students. So, create a good relationship with the children and a respectful relationship so that the child can have faith in the teacher. Try to recognize the needs and aspirations of the children. Try to provide equal opportunities to all the children and engage the children in all those activities and programs which are of their interest. Then I talked about the maturation of the faculty. The maturation of the faculty means faculty improvement programs, faculty development programs. Teachers should form the habit of studying, reading habits. How many books you have gone through this year? On the very first day of the year, take a pledge that you will read 3 books, wonderful books, useful books, and give a book review and talk about the book to the children, to your colleagues. You should also improve yourself by writing, contributing in the research journals, writing for the newspapers, writing for the magazines, and contributing articles, chapters in the books. These are the ways how you can improve upon, because the continuous improvement of the children demands that the teachers have to continuously improve. They have to read a lot, they have to write a lot, they have to interact a lot, they have to attend workshops, seminars, conferences, gather knowledge, pass it on to the children. Then, making arrangements for seeking feedback. That's great. IQAC has to collect feedback, seek feedback from all the stakeholders. Feedback from the students, feedback from their parents, feedback from the society, and feedback from the alumni. Collect feedback. There is a proper format prepared by Naac. Or you can get feedback online also. But collecting feedback is not everything. I know whenever we visit colleges, we ask them where is the feedback analysis. And they bring huge files containing 500 or 1000 those forms which are filled by the students as a feedback. It's not. That is a way to get feedback. Now, IQAC का जो major काम है, that is to analyze it, study it, analyze, see what students talk about a teacher, his teaching methodology, what improvements students are requiring from the teacher. Variety of the feedback you will get from the children and convey it to the teachers so that they can rectify themselves, they can improve their teaching style, which becomes useful because aspirations of the students have to be kept in mind, and to know about the aspirations of the children, feedback, and get feedback from their parents also. You will find some of the parents, whenever we go on Naac visits, some of the parents, they give the best feedback to the Naac care team. They give you wonderful suggestions, and all those suggestions need to be incorporated in your documents, incorporated in your policy matters. Because after all, why you are collecting feedback? It is to correct yourself and see that wherever you are faulting, you should improve upon. It's very important for the regular, continuous growth of the institution. Then comes the outreach programs. IQAC has to organize outreach programs, taking children to a village, adopt a village, and start literacy program, hygienic living, how to live, how to have hygienic living, how to avoid pollution, women empowerment, Variety of programs, outreach programs are adopted, are started by the IQAC in the villages, and the designing areas are where people must know that whatever education the college or university is giving to the children, those children are becoming very useful for the society. Children will get a chance to have first-hand information about the basic problems faced by the villagers, faced by the people around them. Then comes next, organization of inter and intra-institutional workshops. This is one of the most important functions of IQAC, that intra-institutional, inter-institutional workshops, seminars, conferences, orientation, refresher courses, quiz competitions, debates, guest lectures by the academicians, by the administrators, by the army officers, by the bankers. Variety of these people you invite in your colleges from time to time, make an institutional calendar, and as per that calendar, you invite people, talk to them. That will be a great add-on. That will be a great value addition done by the college, by the university, to improve the quality of education. And another function of IQAC is proper documentation. That you all know, all the activities, events being organized in the college or in the university must be properly documented. Maintain your photographs, the dignitaries invited, what were the themes of discussion, how much was the budget allotted, what activities were done, who were the main speakers, how many students participated. Remember, many times, many workshops and these things are organized in the conference rooms without involving students. Please, no, that's not to be done. Because I have already told you, every activity done by the IQAC has to be student-centric and involve all the students in the academics, co-curricular, extracurricular activities, seminars, etc. In the absence of students, no seminar, no conference will be successful. And then IQAC conducts academic audit. Academic audit focuses on, what is academic audit? It focuses on processes by which an institution monitors its own academic standards and other student support services, a system, mechanism through which an institution should know, it should monitor its own academics, how it is performing, how well it is doing as compared to 5 years back. There must be visible incremental changes. You see, visible, quantifiable. Academic audit should be done in such a way so that you can feel, you can quantify the incremental changes which have been done in the institution. And then one more function is IQAC ensures proper implementation of academic and institutional calendar. Academic calendars are prepared by the universities, affiliating universities, which you have to follow. You cannot deviate. But then institutional calendar you can prepare, which contains what are the various events which you will be doing, in which month, which date. It should be a complete calendar, institutional calendar, so that it should be made widely publicized among the society. Put it on the prominent places of the college, what activity you are organizing on which date. Youth Day is being celebrated on 11th or 12th of November. Or on account of Diwali, this function will be done. On account of Vaisakhi, this will be done. Gandhi's Jayanti will be observed for so many days. Or so many workshops, some conferences, some orientation course, some important lecture to be delivered. Month-wise institutional calendar IQAC prepares and ensures that it is properly implemented. Well, this was probably the role of IQAC in all colleges, but then there is a role which is very specific for those colleges which are eligible for assessment and accreditation. There, IQAC has to prepare self-study report. Self-study report is prepared by the members of IQAC. peer team visit is made comfortable in an organized way. Annual quality assurance reports are written, जिसको आप बोलते हैं AQAR. Annual AQAR are prepared regularly, and smooth conduct of the assessment and accreditation to be done by the peer team. That visit is made smooth. Its members do a lot of job during the visit of the team. Once this is done, as soon as suggestions or recommendations are given by the peer team and your result is declared, immediately afterwards there's a huge role being played by the IQAC. That is, it will conduct meeting, post accreditation meeting. After accreditation, a meeting will be called, which will have all the members, which will have parents also, which will have society also, so that you can discuss what are the suggestions made, what are the recommendations made, what are the drawbacks pointed out, what are the challenges, what are the opportunities, what are the weaknesses, what are the strengths, because peer team has to write all these things. And threadbare discussions need to be done. Now, on the basis of these meetings, the IQAC will prepare institutional plan, future plan, because after another 5 years, there will be another round of accreditation and assessment. And you have to plan. You have to take care of all the weaknesses and recommendations made by AKO, by the peer team visit, peer team report, and give the responsibility to the different members, and different committees need to be formed. Different committees now are formed, and each committee is given a particular task to accomplish the task, so that as soon as the next visit comes, by that time, all the flaws, weaknesses pointed out, all the recommendations made by the peer team visit, peer team report, they are taken care of. And above all, IQAC prepares perspective plan of the institution, future plan of the institution. That's a great job which IQAC does. How do you look your college after 5 years? How do you look your college after 10 years? How do you look your college after 15 years? How do you look your college after 20 years? A perspective plan is prepared. Short-term planning is also prepared, immediate, but long-term planning is prepared by the IQAC, and lot of inputs, lot of hard work goes into that. IQAC has to involve in itself not only its members but whole of the college in getting suggestions to prepare perspective plan of the institution and see that the activities of the IQAC go as per that perspective plan. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to share my experiences with regard to my visits to the different colleges, and also to tell you that what are the main functions, what is the rationale of IQAC, what are the functions of IQAC, how the colleges can go ahead. In a nutshell, let me tell you that it is IQAC which is the liver of every institution, and we must religiously follow all the guidelines which are given by the Naac regarding the working of the IQAC. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.